สวัสดีค่ะ Now it's time for you to start your first lesson in reading the Thai script. If you follow me from this video to the video number 13, you should be able to read anything in Thai. Now, I will also need you to do your part. If you just watch this video, it will not really help you much in reading Thai. I need you to memorize the alphabet, the vowels, and also practice reading along these 13 chapters. I need you to be patient, stick with me, and I believe you can do it. So now, I think you don't want to waste any more time. Let's get started. มาเริ่มกันเลยค่ะ And during our lesson, I might be speaking some words or sentences in Thai, but don't worry about that. I'll make sure that you understand everything that I said. Like earlier, I said มาเริ่มกันเลยค่ะ มาเริ่มกันเลยค่ะมาเริ่มกันเลยค่ะ Literally, it means to come, start, together, now. And ka is a polite final particle for a female speaker. So this literally means to come and start together now. มาเริ่มกันเลยค่ะ There are 9 consonants belonging to the middle class, but in this lesson, you will learn and memorize 6 of them. You will also learn 6 vowels, 3 short vowels, and 3 long vowels. And the last thing you'll learn is the tone rules of the middle class. I will be pronouncing each consonant and vowel, and you can follow me along. And I will also use my tablet to show you how I write each consonant and vowel. And also for people who don't think about writing Thai, I'll also show you where you can find each consonant and the vowel on your keyboard. Your first consonant is กอไก่ Ga is the sound of this consonant. Gai is the name of this consonant. Gai means chicken. Every Thai consonant has a specific name. It's okay if you don't remember the name of the consonant, but it will be useful for you in the future if you ask a Thai person to spell a word for you. So, for my suggestion, why not learn the name of the consonant as well? So, this first consonant again is กอไก่ Now I'll show you how to write these consonants. I'm using lined paper like this on my tablet to show you how to write each consonant that you are learning in this lesson. First, we will look at กอไก่ Now you can see กอไก่ here. And the way you're going to write it is like this. Drawing up, doing this. This is how you write this letter probably, but I'll show you how I write it. My handwriting is ไม่สวย it's not good, not beautiful, but it can be different, depends on each person. It can be like this, let's say it can be like this, it can be like this. No. It can be many ways, depends on how you write it, but it must have these similar shapes. But for me, when I write, it looks like this. When I write faster, it looks like this. This is my กอไก่ The position of กอไก่ on the keyboard is here. It is at the same position as the letter D in English alphabet. The next consonant is จอจาน จอ is the sound of the consonant. Jaan is the name of the consonant, which means a plate. And here is how I write it. Now you see จอจาน right here, and this is how you can write it properly. You start from the circle, then come down, then go up like this. You can see different style of จอจาน. Maybe some people like it like this. like this, or maybe like this. But when I write it fast, I write it like this, like this. You can find Georgian here on the keyboard. It is at the same position as number 0. The next one is dek. Da is the sound of this consonant. Dek is the name of this consonant, which means kid, a kid. Let me show you how I write it. Now you see dek right here. This is how you can write it. You start from the circle like this. Come down. Ui, what happened? Okay, let me try again. You need to start from the circle, come down, go up, like this. Maybe you see someone write it like this, or big circle, or very small, like this. This is different handwriting style of Dodek. But for me, when I write it fast, it would go like this. You can see that there is no circle, not just for Dodek, but also for Jordan, the previous one. You can see there is no circle here, no circle, a little bit of a small circle here. So when I write in fast, also many Thai people, when we write fast, the circle disappear. You can find Dodek here on your keyboard. It is on the same position as the letter F in English. The next consonant is Ta Tao. Ta Tao. Ta is the sound of this consonant. Tao is the name of this consonant, which means turtle. Let me show you how I write this consonant. Now you can see Ta Tao here. Ta Tao is different from Dodek on top of the consonant, like this. Okay, so you can start again. Always you start from the circle, then do like this. So there is a crack on top of the consonant and make it different from Dodek. Okay, let me show you one more time. And this is how people write it. It can be like this, or maybe someone has a very small crack, or someone have a big crack. But for me, I write it like this, like this. The position of Ta Tao on the keyboard is right here. It is next to Jao Jan that you have seen earlier. And Ta Tao is on the same key as number 9. The next consonant is Bo Bai Mai. Bo Bai Mai. Bo is the sound of this consonant. Bai Mai is the name of this consonant, which means leaf. Let me show you how I write it. Now let's see how to write Bo Bai Mai. Circle is on top of the line, like this. You may see a little thing here. A little line is because of the typing font. Maybe some people write it this way too. Like maybe some people write it like this. But most of the time, people would write it this way, like this. But for me, again, I don't write a circle, so it would look like this. This is my Bo Bai Mai. And you can find Bo Bai Mai on the far right of your keyboard, right here. It is on the same key as the left bracket. Now comes to the last consonant of our lesson 1. Paw pla. Paw pla. Paw is the sound of this consonant. Pla is the name of this consonant, which means fish. Now let me show you how I write these consonants. Now you can see ปอปลา here. It looks similar to บอใบไม้ only different is the tail. Like ปอปลา has a longer tail like this. You can see I use a line paper to show you the position of the consonant. So when you write ปอปลา the tail should extend beyond the line like this. Now let me show you how you can write these consonants. Same thing, start from the circle and drag the line higher than the บอใบไม้ consonant. Now you can see people write it like this. Like the tail can be shorter than the first one. It can be, but don't make it like super long like this. It doesn't make sense. Okay, so just like this. For me, same thing. When I write fast, it becomes like this, like this. Poplar is located on the left side of your keyboard, right here. It is on the same key as the letter X in English. And these are the 6 consonants belonging to the middle class. There are 3 more consonants belonging to this class, but we will learn them just later. I'd like you to focus on these 6 consonants, learn them, and memorize them. Now we will move on to the next topic, the vowel. In this lesson 1, you will learn 6 vowels, 3 short vowels, and 3 long vowels. ไปดูกันค่ะ ไปดูกันค่ะ means let's have a look. ไป to go, do to look or to watch, กัน together, ค่ะ final particle polite one for female speaker. So literally ไปดูกันค่ะ it means go look together, polite. ไปดูกันค่ะ This is your first vowel, a short vowel. It is called สระอะ Sara means vowel in the Thai language. Is a sound of this vowel. You can see that there are 2 forms of this vowel. The first one is the original form, and the second one is the changed form. It has a name, the changed form has a name. It is called ไม้หันอากาศ but it's not important for you to memorize the name. You just know that if you see either of these form, they both have a sound. Now I show you how to write this vowel with a consonant. You will see both the original form of this vowel and the changed form of this vowel. But first, let's look at the original form, this one. You can see that I use กอไก่ consonant in the example. So first, let's see how to write the vowel. You start again with the circle and go up like this. It's a little curve. This is how you write it properly. And you can see that this vowel, the original form, is placed after the consonant. So now I will write the whole word, this whole word for you. This one. And then you put the vowel after กอไก่ like this. It can be like this. Okay. Like this. But again, when I write this word fast, it will look more like this. This is how I write this word. Now we look at the changed form of this vowel. Here is the changed form of สระอะ You can see that it looks exactly the same, but only one of it, and you change the position from the back of the consonant to above the consonant. Now, the way you write it is exactly the same. Let me write a word for you like this. So you put it on top like this. Now you may see that what is it here? บอใบไม้ นะคะ Why บอใบไม้ is here? In my introduction video, I already talked about why some of the vowels have the change forms. The reason is some vowels change because there is a final consonant comes into the word. So you will never see a word like this, กอไก่ as a initial consonant, vowel, and บอใบไม้ as a final consonant. We cannot read this one to say. So when we add บอใบไม้ as a final consonant like this, we will pronounce this word as กับ because it's a combination of กอไก่ g, and then สระอะ vowel กะ and then the b ending บอใบไม้ ending, so it will be กับ so we will write it like this. So when I write this word fast, it will look like this. You can find สระอะ in the middle area of your keyboard. The original form and the change form are just next to each other, as you can see in this picture. The original form of สระอะ is on the same key as letter T, and the change form is on the same key as letter Y. Let's hear the pronunciation of these two words with สระอะ before we move on to the next vowel. กะ กะ กับ กับ The second vowel is a long vowel. It is สระอา You can hear that it has the same sound as your first vowel, but it's just longer. Ah, ah, ah. Now I will show you how to write this vowel. From now on, you will see กอไก่ consonants attached to all the vowels that you will be learning in this lesson 1. Now let's look at สระอา here. So the way that I write it from the top part, like this. If you feel like it is easier for you to write from the bottom part and going up, no problem, you can do. There is no fixed way to write. Now I will show you different styles of สระอา when it comes to handwriting. It can be this, 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 this. For me, when I write it fast with consonants กอไก่ it looks like this. This is my สระอา You find สระอา on the right area of your keyboard. It is on the same key as letter K. The pronunciation of this word is กา กา because it's a combination of กอไก่ g, and สระอา a, กา Now let's move to the next vowel. This vowel is สระอิ I is a short vowel. Let me show you how to write this vowel. สระอิ should be written on top of the consonant. Let's see how I write it. So for me, this is สระอิ For me, I will start from the back part like this and going up, like from right to left. That's how I write it. Let me show you like this. This is how I write it. If you want to write it in your way, like you want to write it from, let's say, left to right, like this. If you can, if you feel more comfortable with that, that's fine. When I write this vowel in my normal speed, it would be like this. So you can see it's just a single line here. And if you look back to a vowel, which is on top of the consonant as well, this one, you can see my handwriting. It just look like a line, but different degree of line, like flat and like a tick, like this. You should find สระอิ in the middle area of your keyboard, just right above the space bar. It is on the same key as letter B. When we use สระอิ with a consonant like this, here we are using กอไก่. It should be pronounced as กิ gi, because it's a combination of กอไก่ g plus สระอี i. So gi, gi. The next vowel is สระอี e. It is a long vowel. It's a long version of สระอี Let me pronounce both vowels for you. E, e. And now let's see how I write สระอี Here is สระอี You can see that สระอี and สระอี our previous vowel, is a top position vowel. You can see the only difference is this small line. For สระอี it doesn't have this line, but for สระอี we have this taller line at the end. Now the way that I write สระอี it is like this. For me, I start from the right side, just like สระอี and then go up like this. Here. Like this. But again, you can start from where you feel more comfortable with. For example, some people also write it like this, like this. But you can see that I don't feel comfortable with that. You can also do, I think it's possible to do like this too. But for me, I normally write like this. But when I write this vowel fast, it looks like this. I write with กอไก่ again. กอไก่ and then สระอี กอไก่ สระอี So I will just do like this. สระอี is located in the middle area of your keyboard. It is on the same key as letter U. Here is a combination of กอไก่ g and สระอี e. This word should be pronounced as gi, gi. Here comes to the last two vowels of lesson 1, สระอุ and สระอู U is a short vowel and U is a long vowel. These two vowels should be written below the consonant. Let's see how to write them. We will start with สระอุ first. This one is สระอุ You can see it is written below กอไก่ just below the line on the paper. Now the way you write this one, you write from the circle, same thing, and drag it down a little bit, just small line, not a long line. Let me show you how like Thai people write it. You can write it like this. For sure, you can write it like this if you like, from the bottom to above. But I write it like this. But when I write it fast, it will look like this. It's กอไก่ and then here is how I write สระอุ when I write it fast. There is no circle. Now let's look at สระอู a long vowel สระอู You can see both of สระอู and สระอู look similar, just สระอู has the extend part, like this part. So to write this one, you will start from circle, down, and up, like this. Just like สระอู but go beyond that, like this. You know, it looks like บอใบไม้ If you remember the consonants, b, บอใบไม้ consonant, which means leaf. It looks, for me, it looks exactly the same, but just a small version of that one. And also this one should be written below the consonant. Now I'll show you when I write this vowel fast. This is how I write สระอู You find สระอู and สระอู in the middle area of your keyboard on the top line. It is on the same key as number 6. You can see both สระอู and สระอู is on the same key. When you want to type สระอู you just need to press shift. So far you have learned 6 consonants belonging to the middle class and 6 vowels. The next topic will be about the tone rules of the middle class. But to learn this topic, to learn the tone rules, you will hear the terms open syllable and closed syllable because those have something to do with the tones. In this video, I'm not going to explain about what is open and what is closed syllable. If you haven't watched my introduction video, I suggest you to go and watch it because I've explained about open and closed syllable. But if you do not want to watch the video, you can also read about it on my website. You can go to my website, palmsamran.com, and then go to the lesson, go to learn to read the Thai script, and then you will see the introduction video, and also you will see a topic you can read about. So you can go to number 5, types of syllable, and then you will see I have explained about it here. Now I assume that you know the difference between open and closed syllable. We will look at the tone rules of the middle class. The tone rules of the middle class is quite simple. For the open syllable, it has middle tone, and for the closed syllable, it has low tone. We will see examples together and practice reading. I will switch between closed syllable and open syllable. We will start with the closed syllable, which has low tone, and then open syllable, which has middle tone. Ka, ka, ja, ja, di, di, ti, ti, bu, bu, pu, pu. This is the last exercise of lesson 1. In this exercise, we will be reading words with final consonants. We will use บอใบไม้ as a final consonant for closed syllable, and we will use นอหนู as a final consonant for open syllable. You are familiar with บอใบไม้ because you have learned it in this lesson. It's a part of the middle class consonant. But นอหนู is a new extra consonant in this lesson. We will use นอหนู just as the final consonant in this lesson. You will see นอหนู again when you learn low class consonants. กับ กัน จาบ จาน ดิบ ดิน ตีบ ตีน บุบ บุญ ปู ปูน And this is all for lesson 1. After this lesson, you will be able to read many words with meaning in Thai. Here are just some examples of those words. And if you want more practice and want to review everything you have learned from this video, you can go to my website, go to the lesson, read the Thai script, and then you can go to the practice section. Here, you can click on lesson 1. And there you will find everything you've learned from this video and with the audio. And then you will see more practice like this before we move to the next lesson. And congratulations that you have just completed the lesson 1 of reading the Thai script. I hope you are happy that you can now read some of the Thai words. In the next lesson, lesson number 2, you will be learning about the Thai tone marks and how to use them. Thank you very much for being together, and I will see you in the next lesson. แล้วเจอกันในบทต่อไปค่ะ ขอบคุณค่ะ Let's look at the last sentence that I've just said in this video. แล้วเจอกันในบทต่อไปค่ะ แล้ว means and เจอ means to meet กัน means together ใน means in บท means lesson or chapter ต่อไป means next, and ค่ะ is a final particle for female to show that we are polite. When I say this sentence at normal speed, the first word แล้ว turns into ละเจอกัน instead of แล้วเจอกัน so I'll say the whole sentence again แล้วเจอกันในบทต่อไปค่ะ That is how I say at normal speed